So this gonna be the first big fight card of the year between David Nyika and Opetaia. I think it's gonna be a good fight card, man. I think it is. Have a couple of names on there, a couple of heavyweights um that's relevant right now. No, Trevor Warner, he just signed with Eddie Hearn, so he's gonna be somebody they're gonna be pushing around a lot over the next couple of months. But this is gonna be a good fight. I think David Nyika gonna come to fight. I'm giving him more of a chance than I did before, just because I don't know if it's because these guys are familiar with each other or what, but Opetaia usually don't get as much energy before a fight. Start Starting to see that I'm like it's kind of out of character a little bit. You look at all his other weigh-ins and everything else. There's a lot of stuff he's doing that's surprising to me. I don't think that's gonna affect the fight, but it's telling. Definitely tells a lot. He's gonna come out fighting though. It's gonna be tough. The punches he's gonna be throwing is gonna be powerful. I think Nika's gonna be throwing some combinations that's gonna be very dangerous. I like the uppercuts he throws. He's a person that doesn't have to throw a lot of punches to do a lot of damage, or as far as combinations. And when you listen to these people talk, they usually tell you a lot. And one thing Opetaia was saying was, he was saying that Nyika doesn't want to, brawl or get in a dog fight. He wants to box. So that shows right there that Opetaia thinks that Nyika has a better chance boxing than brawling. So if he goes in there boxing with him, he's gonna be dangerous. So he's hoping that Nyika gives him the easy way of brawling with him, so he can catch him with something, be able to trade big shots. He knows he has an advantage in that department. But what he doesn't want to do is waste his energy boxing with him and have to use his defense and everything else. Because Opetaia can definitely get caught. He leaves his chin out there a lot. And when he's not throwing punches, if you can throw punches on him, you can make him put that high guard up. But the problem is a lot of people let Opetaia outpunch them. They usually don't outpunch him. So the number one thing is you have to outpunch him to at least give yourself a chance. It might sound easy or whatever, but I'm telling you, these guys ain't outpunching them as far as with the power or the amount of punches. So I think Nyika, he can go in there and give himself a chance. He has to be able to put those punches together though. If he can't move around and do certain things, if he's just gonna lay on the ropes like I've seen him do before. And I can't really tell because some opponents he'll try to just take his time with. Other guys he'll try to just go out there and destroy him. So from what I've seen, he has the punching ability to keep up with a guy like Ja, but I don't know if he got the experience, to be honest with you. I don't know if he can go punch for punch with him. I know some combinations he can throw on him would cause some problems. But if the fight is in the middle, yeah, I give Nyika a chance on that one. But if it's on the ropes, yeah, that's what John wants to fight to be at, basically on the ropes. And that might be a bad thing for John that if he's a lot more dangerous on the ropes in the corner than he is in the middle of the ring. If the fight is in the middle, then we know what's going on. And they had to throw the towel in for in the last fight he had. Last fight he had, they had to throw the towel in. So we gotta have somebody actually come in there that's willing to trade with him and throw some punches. I know Breedis was a lot better than people expected at his age, but we really haven't seen anybody go out there and just go straight at John Opetaia. So that's kind of what I'm expecting from Nyika. If not, then he wouldn't be taken seriously from me as a contender. Because once you put yourself out there, you got to show something. He definitely got to show something. And I think he does have, like I said, the punching ability. He might be the best puncher that Opetaia has went against. Breedis is a good fighter, a good puncher, but the fight he was in, the last fight, he wasn't really doing much as far as punching. Breedis wasn't doing much at all, to be honest with you, in the last fight. And he was causing a lot of issues. That's what I noticed. And he was catching job with some good punches coming in. Everything that was below the nose was doing a lot of damage, whether it was an uppercut. And I seen some uppercuts from Nyika. What's going on, Truth? I seen some uppercuts from Nyika last night I was watching. I'm just putting this out there. He can either hurt John Opetaia for a couple of rounds, or he can get him up out of there. I'm just letting y'all know that. I seen a couple of fights. He was, the last fight he had, I think he was preparing for John Opetaia in that last fight because he usually doesn't fight the way he did against the guy Sykes. He usually don't fight like that. So he was fighting like, I guess that was John Opetaia. And what I seen from him, like I said, both of those guys' defense isn't the best. They leave their chin out there. I think Nick can take some punches. I've seen Opetaia hurt before. You said, is he gonna come to fight? I think he is. I think he is. That's why I'm giving him a chance, bro. I'm telling you. I think he's gonna come to fight. Is he like, I'm trying to explain it. Opetaia knows that he can outbox him. So that's the thing that kind of got me thinking, like, what's really the problem as far as Opetaia ain't really said no weaknesses for real. As far as with David. He didn't say no weaknesses. But the man been out. He knows that David can outbox him though. So I'm expecting that tonight. If he's boxing in the center of the ring, I think Opetaia gonna struggle a little bit. He gonna have to put him on the ropes. The thing about David is he don't got no lower body strength, so I can see Ja pushing him on the ropes in the corner, beating him up, not being able to get off the ropes and stuff like that. I think he'll be able to take advantage of him. So that's gonna be the problem for David, but I don't know, man. Nyika, he got some combinations I seen him let his hands go. And he's been holding back a lot. I'll just say that. He's definitely been holding back. He can do a lot more than what we've seen. He has to put it all together, but he can, I'm telling you. I had to see for myself, like, is he really going to, I don't know for sure if he's going to show up all the way, but I know he's going to come to fight. I think he is. I think he's going to come to fight. I don't know if he's going to win, but I know he's going to come to fight, though. Yeah, I definitely think he's going to come to fight. I ain't never seen Opetaia act like this. That's the thing that got me looking at the fight different. He's usually a guy that's like, I don't want to do all this rah-rah stuff before a fight. But for some reason, he's the one that was like a little aggressive leading up to this fight. He's usually chill. I know recently when somebody was trash talking him, he was like, I don't want to do that. But now he's like, nah. Yeah. He said he don't do that trash talk stuff. I remember everything. So when the dude be like, when Jack Massey was talking to him, he was like, I don't be doing that trash talking stuff. Now he's like, I'm like, man, hold on, man. The last fight was supposed to be bigger. In this fight, you out of your character a little bit. And yeah, you're right. He know David, and David know him. That's the thing. That's David. Like, I really know you. We done sparred before. Then Ja was talking about, I could leak something right now. I guess he was talking about the sparring. I'm like, I don't know, man. Cause you know Nyika could have waited till next year and got his opportunity to fight Opetaia. He ain't have to jump out there right now. He jumping out there right now because he knows something. I don't know if you seen it in the last fight with Jack Massey recently, and he was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and take this fight. He said a couple of things. I'm gonna say it like this. I was going for a knockout, but I think it'll be more a decision. I think it'll be more a decision. Opetaia gonna have to load up on them punches. This dude, David ain't that small. He just gets caught and leaves his chin in the air a lot. You know, if he get rocked the right way, it could definitely happen. But it can happen the other way around too. Like I said, Opetaia defense ain't. He get hit with some flush shots. If you haven't noticed, his nose and stuff has gotten busted a lot. Besides that last fight with Massey wasn't really doing anything. He was catching them though. If y'all go back to see that last fight with Massey was catching him. When he was letting his hands go. And he had to go to that double guard. Yeah, I think that could happen. I was going with that. I was going with that. Yeah, I was going with that. I could see that happening. I can see that happening. I think it's gonna be good though. I think people sleeping on this one. I'm not gonna sleep on this one. Yeah, I'm definitely not. They're gonna start the weigh-ins in about. I mean, not the weigh-ins, the prelims, and how long was that? I think 8.5 hours. Yeah, whatever 8 hours is from now. 8.5 hours. But yeah, I was thinking of the fight. I'm like, the Nyika guy. I'm like, okay, man, maybe he just jumped on the fight so he can just get a quick payday or something. Or nah, he trying to come out there and win. He coming out there to win. He been eyeing this fight for a while now. And it seems like John Fatah's expected to fight him eventually. Like, so you know he that good. He a bronze medalist too, so you can't really ignore that. He's not a weak fighter. I've seen some things he's done. Like, who was I comparing him to earlier? Man, it was a fight I was comparing. I don't think it was Fundora. It was somebody else. It was somebody who reminded me of though. Yeah, but Nyika, he's gonna surprise a lot of people. He's gonna be better than what they think. Yeah, he's gonna be better than what they think. It could be a McCumbee and Caleb Plant type of fight, but he's gonna be better than what people think. I'll say that. Once the fight gets here, he's not gonna go out there and lay down though. That's why I'm kind of like, man, I've been thinking Ja gonna win. I ain't really worried about it. Now I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, hold on, man. This is probably the best puncher he's been in the ring with. Tony Yoka. For, for Parker. I mean, yeah, he probably doing that because Yoka done already worked with Parker before. You know how that is. So yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Yoka probably familiar with him. Yeah, that's a good sparring partner. Yeah, he taking that fight serious, man. He got Tony Yoka already. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. I can't wait till that fight happens. I know we got Justice Uni fighting tonight. I don't know, man. I know he's a tough fighter. He could get a knockout tonight. It's gonna be tough. Could be a late stoppage. Yeah, he fights some guy named Sean Potier or something from South Africa. He has one loss. Been stopped one time. But he got a decent record though. But I definitely think he's gonna win the fight. Think about knockout. Late stoppage. Yeah, he's in fighting shape. Fought recently too, so I think this opponent should be on the same level as the last guy he fought. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of different things going on over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, these fights matter. What's happening tonight? But if we can get an upset tonight, that would be crazy. If an upset happens in the first big fight of the year, it's gonna be insane, man. They got a plan right now. But yeah, David, Nyika, he's not somebody they overlooking right now. He thinks he's dangerous. And I know a lot of people say he don't got a lot of experience. Yeah, but he's older. He's still older though. He's not young. They're making it seem like he's a very young guy. Yeah, David Nyika, 29 years old, man. He about to be 30 this year. They act like this dude a kid. And he's tall, he's big. This dude's huge. Yeah, he getting overlooked big time. I don't think people understand that. Yeah, he getting overlooked. Yeah, this guy's definitely getting overlooked. There's a lot of people giving him a chance. They know he's a threat. I seen the combinations he's throwing. Like I said, man, this is the best puncher. It's the best puncher I've seen. As far as against Opetaia. So as far as punching and talent wise. Yeah, he's the best I've seen. And a lot of people feel the same way. A lot of people feel like he's the best fighter as far as the young fighter at cruiserweight. Man, when was this? Yeah, they wanted to wait 2 years to fight somebody like Opetaia. They went to take the fight now. They went to take the fight now. And from what I seen from him in the ring, yeah, from what I seen with him in the ring, man, he's dangerous. Oh, my bad. I ain't even see a question. He said, "Can Nyika beat Zerto if he beats Ja?" I don't know, man. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm giving more of Zerto of a chance. I thought Ja would destroy Zerto, but Zerto got a jab can go places. A lot of these guys ain't jabbing and moving like Zerto is, so I don't know. That Zerto fight ain't looking too easy right now. Yeah, he been getting better. He looks better at cruiserweight. He looks a lot better at cruiserweight. He destroyed Billiam Smith in his last fight too. Like it was nothing. So I don't know if he can get Zerto. Zerto has been in the ring with a lot of guys. He got a lot of experience. He got more experience than both of those guys. You can make a case that he's more proven than both of them. You can make that case. This guy Nyika, man, he's very confident in this fight though. He feel like he's gonna win. I'm talking about he's relaxed. If you even look at this picture, this dude is like, man, I ain't worried about this. And Opetaia look kind of stressed a little bit. I'm like, why is he looking like this? You might. I'm just saying it's out of character. Shoot, man. If Nyika end up winning, shoot, Glanta his name might be in the mix very soon. The fact that Nyika actually got this fight, that's gonna help Glanta. Nyika taking that fight is gonna help Glanta now. His name gonna go up in the rankings. But we gonna see what's gonna happen tonight, though. We gotta see what's gonna happen tonight. I'm just looking at a lot of mistakes that's been made by both guys and trying to figure out some realistic scenarios. And right now with Ja, like with that Breedis fight, Breedis wasn't doing much to survive that last fight. And we know Breedis only lost to Usyk and Opetaia, but Breedis wasn't doing much in that fight. Yeah, Breedis wasn't doing much at all. But I think Opetaia is dangerous though. It's gonna be a very dangerous fight. Yeah. I got Opetaia winning right now, but Nyika's guy, he's pretty dangerous, man. It's gonna be a tough fight. See, he don't want to go in here with this guy, man. And then he's gonna have the size advantage. I'm telling you. And this guy can punch. I know people was talking about, well, Jordan Thompson, he was tall and whatever. Bro, Jordan Thompson ain't punching like this. Oh, yep. And Joshua. And who else recently? Joshua, Virgil Ortiz. Um, who else, bro? I can't even think about it right now. But yeah, Joshua and Virgil Ortiz. Yep, they know what time it is. Yeah, those guys definitely know. They definitely know. People act like, yeah, man, you gotta spar these guys. You ain't gotta spar these guys. They ain't used to spar back in the day. In the old days, they ain't spar these guys. They ain't know who these guys were. They just showed up and fought them. Ali wasn't sparring a whole bunch of guys. The same opponents before he got in the ring. It'd be a reason why they be sparring these guys. They want to figure out they good enough or not. Everybody ain't trying to spar Terrence Crawford. You see that already. Terrence Crawford asked guys in public, hey, let's go spar. Yeah, TFE, all these guys to spar. They ain't trying to do it. They know what time it is. So yeah, the sparring partner situations, they matter. People overlook that. But Opetaia, he gonna come to fight. I just don't like that he relies on the left hand so much. He don't got a consistent jab, and he relies on the left hand. If everything fails, he goes straight to the left hand. Yep, and everything failed, they go straight to the left hand. And he throws combinations. You know, he's a rhythm fighter, so when he does the bouncing back and forth, bouncing, you can kind of time when he's gonna come in and, you know, every time he's bouncing back and forth, as soon as he come forward, just be ready to catch him. And that's the part where you can catch him at. You can drop him. Telling you, Nyika got some power. He'll sit around here and drop this dude and finish him. And I've seen when Opetaia gets caught, he don't come back. When he got caught against Breeders that one time, and Breeders was landing a couple of shots, but all Breeders needed was to throw a couple of punches. Boom, boom, boom. He caught him with that one shot, boom. And he wasn't trying to block it. Still wasn't trying to block it. Had his nose busted, still wasn't trying to block it. So you can't ignore those things. Yeah. You know how they do that, waved it off. Yeah, but Herkovic a problem. Dubois just got him on a bad day, man. But yeah, he's still gonna cause some issues. Yeah, Herkovic still. I didn't like Herkovic energy going into the fight anyways, to be honest with you. The way Dubois was, you know, Dubois had that same kind of energy he got now. Dude was ready to fight, man. And then Herkovic, when he was like, man, if I lose the boy, I'm retiring. I'm like, bro, you can't say nothing like that. Ever since he said that, I was like, man, this dude might lose. And yep, he lost. Yeah, Glantz is still a cruiserweight though. He just need a chance. They know he a threat. That's why they don't want to fight him. Yeah, I want to see what Nyika did, man. He jumped in the way of Glantz getting a chance. So Glantz's name was out there. So if Nyika wouldn't have picked up the chance, Glantz would have possibly got it. So yeah, that'd be a good thing to do. Have Glantz step right in later on. So this gonna help out either way. But yeah, Opetaia knows this guy can box. As long as he knows that, the fans gonna have to find out. See, I see a lot of the fans saying, well, you know, Nyika, he ain't got that much experience and he getting knocked out and everything else. I mean, he's knocking people out too. You might not know who they are, but at one point in time, we didn't know who the guys that Opetaia was knocking out either. So he's knocking guys out. Yeah, if you look at the first 10 guys that Opetaia knocked out, those weren't no big names. Shoot, even the next 10 wasn't big names. Yeah, so everybody that Opetaia knocked out, yeah, David got a good chance of knocking out. Everybody he went 12 with, he got a good chance of going 12 with. That's the easiest way you can look at it. Because the combinations I seen him throwing, yeah, I definitely give him a chance of going out here shocking the world. I just don't like that he's, you know, going out of his way to just, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I know you saying you're gonna do it, but the fight gonna happen now. It's 2 days away. You know, at this point, man, guys already know 2 days away ain't no more hyping it up or saying what you're gonna do. So I don't know. It's a big decision right now for me to figure out who's gonna win. I'm going with Opetaia, but like I said, this guy Nyika is very talented. They overlooking him a lot. I just don't like him being able to like get pushed in the ropes. Inside fighting's a little weak, but even in the inside, I've seen him do a lot of different things. Being able to move his head, his upper body, throw some uppercuts. He got some good combinations, I'm telling you. He throwing some very good punches. He's throwing some very good punches. I think that's one thing that people are overlooking when it comes to what Nyika. They don't think he's a good puncher. They gonna see him tonight get in front of Opetaia. They gonna be like, ooh, he's a good puncher. Man, he's a good puncher. Very good puncher. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. Now, if Opetaia don't go out here and destroy this guy, it's gonna be the opposite of what most people think. But yeah, up until this point, I've been all right with it. I feel like Opetaia's gonna have no problem. But now I'm looking at David Nyika, I'm like, man, this dude is not a bum. You know what I'm saying? This guy's not a bum. Yeah, he's the real deal. I like what he's doing. You know, they've been talking about sparring and everything. I haven't heard anything as far as the sparring all the way. You know, both guys say, I've done this, I've done that. But we're going to find out, man. Tonight is going to expose a lot. It is definitely going to expose a lot. But yeah, David Nyika, he's being overlooked. A lot of people giving him a chance, but the way a lot of people looking at him as a late replacement, it's not a good look. I don't think this dude took this fight just to jump in there. Yeah, I don't think he took this fight just to jump in there. Definitely don't think that's happened. Yeah, dude's a very good fighter, man. The only thing about Opetaia I'm worried about is the jab and, you know, a couple of other things, but mostly the jab. Yeah, the jab and the combinations. Yeah, that's mostly what I'm looking out for. Just the jab and the combinations. Yeah, this dude Nyika, man, he's not young though. That's what people gotta realize. They look at his age, I mean his experience, and they're like, well, he need more experience. I mean, he's been fighting over the years just like these other guys, so as far as him trying to get experience now, it's too late in the game now. It's way too late in the game for this dude to be trying to get experience. Yeah, it's way too late in the game. This guy's been getting experience. People will see tonight. Yeah, all his punches be wide, and he goes straight back to that straight left. Anytime he get in trouble, he go right back to that left hand. And if you could just stare at that left hand, I mean, the right hook ain't gonna knock you out for real, but that left, yeah, that left will get you up out of there. So I would pay attention more to that left. He always goes back to the left hand. Anytime you get caught with a combination, whatever. If you catch him with a 2 or 3 punches, he gonna come with that left hand, try to counter, or he gonna go to the double guard. I'm at the high guard. If you could just keep a punch in his face, I'm telling you, he hasn't faced anybody who keeps a punch in his face. Breeders didn't keep a punch in his face. Jordan Thompson, Massey. Massey was doing, when Massey was letting the combination, I'm telling you, go back and look at the Massey and Opetaia fight. When he was keeping punches in Opetaia face, he couldn't do nothing. He got to wait till the guy stopped punching. Because you got to realize the times he did get caught by Breeders and he got his nose busted, it was while he was throwing combinations. And Breeders should just throw a big punch. Boom, boom. And he was getting caught with uppercuts. And the best punch I've seen from Nyika is an uppercut. Nyika got a mean uppercut. And he's tall. And Opetaia is always leaning over. And he's always head hunting. I'm telling you, the style matches up well. Then this is a guy who fought already. I'm just giving out some hints. I know who's the favorite in this fight. I know who everybody going for. I'm just telling y'all why the fight is good. There wouldn't be no reason to watch it if we just knew already who he's fighting. So is he fighting a bum or is he fighting a guy who's a real contender? I mean, at that point, he's choosing the opponent. They know how good he is. Yeah, Nyika fought Clark too. You know, him and Clark got to fight. Yeah, he fought C4. But I think Opetaia a better fighter though overall. I just think so. I think that Nyika, he relaxes a lot. And he swings wild and he leaves his chin in the air. So I think Opetaia can catch him one good time. And really hurt him. But I also seen him take some good punches. He got a chin, man, for real. Anybody can get hurt, but he's not really worried about a lot of these punches these guys are throwing. But like I said, he stays on the ropes and in the corner. And that's not good when you fight somebody like Opetaia. You'll get knocked down like that. So right now, I can see him getting stopped late. If I had to pick a decision right now, I'm seeing Nyika get stopped late. If I had to pick a decision right now, I see him getting stopped late. Because when he was fighting Clark, man, he was getting hands put on him. Hey, look at that fight between Clark and David Nyika. That's how the fight might look tonight. That's exactly how the fight might look. But he always fights the same way though. He looks like he's getting beat up. He takes the guy's best punches. Then he goes out there throw a couple of combinations. It looks worse than what it is because he's so tall. So he's not taking as much damage as I would think. I know the guy Terry Warner, he fights tonight too. Well, in the morning, you know. By the time those guys fight, it'll be in the morning. Yeah, Nyika got he has problems fighting off that back foot, man. And when guys push him in the corner and being aggressive, that's gonna be his only issue. That aggression, fighting on the inside. That's why Opetaia knows, like, he gonna try to box. Let me go ahead and go on the inside, fight, be aggressive with him. He's not gonna be able to take the combinations. Yeah, that's wild though, man. He was out there fighting Clark, so yeah, he already has the experience as far as against decent competition. That's why I'm not looking at it the same way other people are. They see his pro record and they like, oh well, he hasn't faced that many people. Yeah, in the pros, but in the other places, as far as in the gym and in the amateurs, he's had the same, if not more, experience than the rest of these guys. It's done him well too, because he put on a lot of size since then. Yeah, he was getting caught by Clark when he was fighting him though. Yeah, he needed that size. But yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it was too early for him. Maybe it was too early for Avatar. I don't know. I mean, not Avatar, but Nyika. Maybe it's a little too early for him. But it's hard to tell a guy that. It's hard to tell a guy that after he's got to a certain level. But maybe he should have waited. But he seemed like he's ready. He said he sparred the guy. It seemed like he has a lot of faith in that sparring they had before, so we gotta see. In my eyes, I don't think the sparring was that important. Because a fight is way different from a sparring match. We done seen that happen plenty of times. But it's usually these young guys that benefit from the sparring more than the older guys. Because they face so many people already. They're not even thinking about a sparring match. These guys weren't thinking about no sparring match from a David Nyika. Now David Nyika sparring cruiserweight champion of the world. Yeah, he's thinking about it. He's like, oh yeah, I sparred him. I was successful too. But John Patai not thinking about that. Yeah, he's not thinking about that. He remembers now, so I'm telling you, if a guy remembers a sparring match, I mean, it was something kind of impactful that happened during that sparring match. I know a lot of people might overlook it, but that means Opetaia was putting hands on him, and David was putting hands on him. But he was putting hands on him. That's all that means. He remembers it too, so that lets you know that he didn't knock him out. I didn't hear nobody say they got knocked down the sparring. That's another thing I'll throw out there before. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm just gonna talk about this for about an hour. But I haven't heard anybody say that these guys knocked each other out in sparring. So no knockouts in the sparring. No broken noses like Bacoli and Dubois. So I don't think the sparring, like from what I got from it, like I said, I gave what I thought about it. But whatever people want to take from the fight, we're gonna find out tonight. If he goes out there and gets destroyed, as far as David Nyika, then I guess he's not that good. But if he goes out there and holds his own or even wins, then he's gonna be just as good as he said he was, and other people as well. But mostly I've seen people picking Opetaia, but a lot of people going with Nyika. They feel like he can pull this off. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a very tough fight. But the emotions going into this fight, very confusing. Very confusing. I've seen David Nyika. He's a guy who never really gets rattled. It's kind of the same mostly, but seeing Opetaia act like that, I was just confused. I'm like, man, he never acts like this. Never acts like this. But usually he's not a media type of guy, so that makes a lot of sense. He's just coming to fight. That's it. All he want to do is fight and go home. But David Nyika, he wants to shut all that down. And he's going to be a huge threat in this situation. If people overlook him, and he comes out and win this fight, it's going to be a huge statement. This will probably be upset of the year if it happens. And we're only, 8 days into the year? By the time the fight happens, it's going to be 8 days in. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good fight. A lot of people tuning into this fight as well. Definitely a lot of people checking this fight out. So Opetaia is getting a name for himself. If David Nyika comes out here and stops all that, yeah, that'll be a huge deal. Let me see. Yeah, man, I don't know. We gotta see. We definitely have to see. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one though. Yeah, this is gonna be a very good fight. I'm telling you, it might be an upset tonight. I'm letting y'all know right now. David Nyika has a chance to go out here and win this fight. It could be an upset tonight. I think David Nyika can go out here and win this fight tonight. Guaranteed. Just gotta put it together. It's a close fight. Anybody can get dropped, so anything can happen, but David Nyika can go out here and get a knockout. He can go out here and go 12 rounds, win the fight. He definitely has what it takes. I'm seeing some things. Trust me, I know every fighter is not a perfect fighter. There's some things that Opetaia can work on. You can take advantages of. If he can go out there, if Nyika can out jab him, out punch him, he's giving himself a very good chance to win this fight. A very good chance. And I like what he's bringing to the table. But Opetaia is a warrior, though. This guy's a dog. He fights. All his fights are high impact, hard punches, hard jabs to the body, body shots. He needs to go to the body a lot more, especially when you find a guy this tall. Take advantage. Just go for the close area instead of trying to swing up high. That's what he's going to mess up at. Like I said, Nyika can step into that uppercut by if Opetaia trying to throw some haymakers and try to head hunt. It can get dangerous real quick. But I like this fight though. You got Terry Moana, a guy that is an Olympian heavyweight that Eddie Hearn just signed recently. I think he's young, he's like 25. And he's gonna be a very good heavyweight. We need a lot more heavyweight talent. He's in that age range of Jared Anderson and the rest of these guys, Richard Torres. So he's gonna be a good fighter on the prelims. I'm gonna post the prelims on the page tonight if anybody's up to watch it. I'm gonna post the prelims. I seen a guy fighting YouTuber fighter get knocked out. He said he was going live, so I might check his live out a little bit tonight before I go live for the fight. Yeah, I definitely probably gonna check him out. But yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, man. I definitely see a lot of hype around it. A lot more people starting to notice who Opetaia is, so he definitely needs to cash in on this. I hope the spotlight doesn't get too bright. You know, late replacement fights are dangerous, man. Then you fighting a guy who knows you. That's scary. That's almost like some Creed 3 type of stuff. You got a guy popping out that actually knows you. A friend. This dude fighting a friend. They say former friends now, so it ain't too many hugs going into this fight. But I like the whole idea about it. These guys are dangerous, man. This is a good matchup. Yeah, Opetaia bring a lot to the sport. But it's gonna be a huge statement when he comes out here and knocks out Nyika tonight. If Nyika goes out here and get an upset, that's gonna be huge. I'm telling you. He has what it takes. Just gotta fight the perfect fight though. So I definitely see a good fight going on. But Opetaia's a person I'm definitely rolling with right now, but it's not gonna be an easy fight.